Uh, yeah, this is going to be extremely different. Now, for those that haven't seen the other channel, I got a new mic for recording on the computer. Honestly, I was going to do something else. I was going to do um, something involving Honkai Star Rail, but I actually did. Um, and it came out awful. I either forgot to say something and I couldn't find a way to edit it, mainly because it would just look a bit junky on what I was trying to do, or something else. Like, for example, one would be very long and all that, but I'm not going to really do that because A, I don't want to put you through something that's like an hour long and it just won't get straight to the point. Why am I doing dual links? Well, I'll get into that to a second. So, first things first, it's been a while, and new videos are coming out soon. Don't worry. They're just coming about a bit later today and tomorrow. There's something everyone wants to see, and yeah, that's mainly it. Nothing too bad, nothing chaotic or anything like that. I'm just here to tell you that I did work on some new videos. It's just that after doing the whole Giyu being Blade and Kana being Kafka thing, yeah, I just couldn't make a new video immediately. My my head was like numb, fried, whatever term or word you want to use. I was exhausted, both mentally and emotionally at that point, because if you could hear my cries of relief that I was done, then yeah. But anyway, yeah, there's that. So besides telling you that some new videos are coming up and new shorts, I keep forgetting to say that they are coming out. One video today, another tomorrow, and I'm trying to work on a third one that's going to come out either Saturday or Sunday. At latest, it might appear on Monday. At what time? I have no idea. I'm not gonna say it's gonna definitely come out around this time, but in actuality, it's not, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make a false promise on something like that. They've been uploaded. They've been checked. They're gonna be here soon. I just want to get this video out. Well, they're in progress of it, but um, weirdly enough, it's taking a lot longer for the videos to be uploaded than they should when it comes to YouTube, which is weird. But it's just gonna be one of those things that you just can't help or control. So yeah, and I see some people are doing some recommendations for uh, Demon Slayers, either Hashira or Tanjiro's group, reacting to something else. I'm not gonna touch Demon Slayer for a while. That isn't to say that I'm not gonna do a video. I am. It's just not the moment. After what happened with the Blade and Kafka thing, I'm just exhausted for and don't want to really look at Demon Slayer stuff for a bit. Maybe I'll do it around May. I'm not gonna give any promises there because I want to get back on track with some videos that have been recommended and all that. Like there is a list, and I'm trying to make sure I do them all. Sometimes, yeah. But onto the main thing. Main thing. As we can see, oh wait, no, you guys can't see it. Wow, I am really off track today. Anyway, main thing, I guess. I'm gonna answer some questions here too. Also, I'd love to thank you all for the support of the video, uh, support and all that for the videos that were made of Giyu being Blade and Kana being reincarnated as Kafka. Again, thank you all for the support. Okay. Now we got at X Bito Bit of Chaos. Oh wait. X Bit of Chaos. X. The whole Giyu and Kana thing, because they were asking, you guys were talking about it, and I want to clarify that bit. For one, I wanted to do something a bit unique, because there were some videos out there already about Giyu as Blade, and someone else being as Kafka, and they all have their own stories and all that. But I want to try to do something that would fit with the canon of the story for both, while having something that can connect them. Hence why around the beginning, after all the videos involving Giyu and Blade, I was talking about how Giyu came to become Blade and all that. As for why Kana, well, there's multiple reasons, mainly. And it ties into the whole reincarnation thing. I'm gonna be honest. And that's and that also goes into the fact that uh, how I want to. Sorry, I am trying to do multiple things at once right now. I will get to that explanation in a bit on what I'm doing that's distracting me. Okay. Why Kana, why reincarnation, and all that? And why the choice of it? Main reason is I didn't want to copy like the whole thing of using the same person, because a lot of people say Mitsuri would be like Kafka, and yeah. In truth, I want to be sure that I'm more accurate with these characters and all that. And I can't, no matter what, I can't see Kafka being from, to put it bluntly, I can't see Shinobu or Mitsuri becoming Kafka. Kafka's personality is completely different, and it's based on a lifetime of things that happen. And I can't really say Giyu becomes Blade out of nowhere and just say that, or like say it's a future version of him while Blade just went through over hundreds of years of living and going through this torment that he's going through, and I can't really do that. I couldn't really do that with both characters, so I came up with the conclusion that is could be a bit strange for some, but just fits in this kind of scenario. I couldn't really come up with any story idea that takes from someone else's thing, and I didn't want to take someone else's credit or work. So that leads to where we are now. So yeah. Someone being reincarnated as Kafka makes sense because that means they live a new life. They go through what Kafka has to go through, and so on and so forth. And no one would have to have any issues with it, problems with it, and so on and so forth. It just made perfect sense in my head. Um, as for why Kana, to be perfectly honest, I didn't really have a general idea when it came down to that. I didn't know who to choose, who to pick. Some and I sometimes I just use a randomizer. But in this case, I had to make sure of it, and I was trying to come up with different reasons why as well one character should fit, and an idea came, and bam, Kana was the choice. Mainly because I also wanted to make sure that it would be something that could fit more or less. For example, I wanted to make sure that uh, the whole them knowing something's going to happen to the future while being vague is going to be a thing. And I kind of want to do a bit of drama when it comes to Shinobu and Sanemi. I probably didn't do the best work when it comes down to it, but I tried my best when it came to that. Plus, Kana has been gone a lot longer, so I think she would reincarnate first. And to be um, yeah, I just want to do a bit of drama there and all that. I just came up with multiple reasons. That's it. And yeah, for those that are probably going to ask, I did do uh, Tanjiro and his friends for a reaction too, mainly due to mainly because when I realized, oh wait, I said Demon Slayer, and I didn't really want to do a whole thing where they're all in a room because that could just make things crowded. And then I'm gonna have to adjust everything to a certain point, and I didn't think I could do that many characters in one room as well. So, yeah, not really. Uh, yeah, main point made and all that. That's really it. Now, the question of, hmm, well, that's mainly it. But if for some curiosities, uh, I put Kafka mainly because I didn't want, mainly because I figured doing some of the typing or anything like that would probably ruin the video. So I decided to put in a character from Star Rail that could give some explanation while being kind of vague about it and leading people to wrong conclusions. And the best choice was obviously uh, Kafka, really. And I did put in the fact that she well, not remembers, she recalls some things. And to clarify on that, it's more like images and certain words and phrases to tiny bits of conversation and having some emotional in touch. Being an example, let's say this. She recalls interacting with Shinobu, doesn't know the connection, but in a later date, she learns through recollection that an emotional bond with her that felt more sisterly and stuff like that. It's more of recalling vague things. That's really it. And I did leave something at the end of Tanjiro's group's reaction. Mainly thought for two things. One, thought it'd be pretty cool. And two, because I did see someone asking about a second part, and I didn't really know how to make a second part after this reaction. So I was left a bit stumped on that because the only thing I can come up with is like maybe something about Blade's new form, Silver Silverwolf's new form, and so on. But it also didn't feel right on what to do. So that left like me stump on what I could do, what I possibly can do, and so on and so forth. And an idea came from it, and I'm just gonna leave you all to choose on this one. And it's going to be here's some video ideas. For one, it's going to be uh, the Stellaron hunters interacting with the Hashira. Like they talk to them and all that, and so on. Catch this though, I'm not gonna add you for a couple of reasons. But yeah, that's gonna be the catch there. Gyu will not be interacting with the Stellaron hunters at all. And to clarify and make sure everyone understands this, these characters are going to be the same one. So this is reincarnated uh, Kana as Kafka and technically future Gyu and all that. So yeah. And I am when I talk about adding when I'm talking about Stellaron Hunters, I am talking about uh, Firefly and Silver Wolf joining in. It's going to be a temporarily fully healed Firefly who's okay and can interact with the world like normal, a temporary version. Um, and this will be before Blade and Silver Wolf goes to Planet Arcadia. So yeah, if you're expecting something about Silver Wolf 9, level 999, not gonna do that. Or if you're expecting Blade in his elation form, not gonna do that, sadly. Because Nier character came out, I don't know anything about them and all that. And it's not going to be them out in the wild or anything like that, or them going to the future, or them, or the Stellaron Hunters going to the past. And by them going to the future, I mean the Hashira and Tanjiro's friends. And at most, this is going to be like one-on-one conversation, and it's going to be a few images here and there, talks here and there with characters and all that. Like this one group's going to interact with them and all that. The other idea is making another reaction. Here, the Hashira reacts to Blade and Silverwolf's new forms, and reacting to the backstory of Firefly and Silverwolf. And I'm gonna try again to see if I can find Kafka's backstory, because that was like one thing I couldn't really find. So I found some stuff and tried to make that work. Hopefully it did. I'm not too sure. So yeah. The other thing I could do, and it's option 3, is having them react to Blade as Giyu, so them reacting to his past self, and Kafka's past life as Kana. And to clarify one more thing, when I mean Stellaron Hunters, I mean the Trailblazers can be added too. I know that I added them in because technically they were a Stellaron Hunter, and technically still are, since they have connections with the Stellaron Hunters in general. So yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, generally what I'm going for. Okay, that's good. Uh, Sorry, I'm, like I said, I'm multitasking here on multiple things. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to you all. And as for the, now to get into the more recent stuff, videos that are going to be uploaded are going to be some stuff that was recommended / part twos of something. If anyone understands what I mean, then yay, good for you. Uh, then I'm gonna do another Team Blue reaction. Probably gonna do 2 because technically I should have done 1 before these videos, but considering that after everything, I'm just gonna see what I can do there. Maybe 2 videos will come out around Monday. Who knows? I can't say for sure. Like I said, I'm juggling multiple things here at the moment. But yeah, there is going to be a video coming out later today and a video that's going to come out tomorrow. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. Now on to the final thing. I did mention that I was going to talk about this, and I am. But a little side note is for those that voted for Triple S reaction, aka Lelouch being Shadow, Naruto being Sonic, and Shiro being Silver, or the team of Naruto, Lelouch, Shiro, and Giyu being the Spider-Man from Spider-Man Shattered Dimension, layer date and layer time. I'm not thinking about doing that for the moment anytime soon. Now on to the main thing of what I've been doing. I am working on a new project, and so on. I am working a bit diligently on it. Okay, another conditions to get this character is very vague, but okay, we need obelisk, and we need to, okay, what do I need to do here? Technically, I could do that, but I don't have B. Could I do anything else? Oh, right, main thing. I'm focusing a lot on this. It's weird that I don't have the necessary cards here. Right, main thing. So, I'm working on a new project. This project is going to involve another channel. Technically, I already have a channel though that was not used, not at all in preparation, and so on. So, really, I don't have B or W? Weird. Oh, definitely gonna need that. Definitely gonna need this. Anything to help with the okay. Is there any no? Huh. How do I get this? Of course, it's gonna be like that. Of course. Just you know what? F it. Randomize it. I need to focus here. Anyway, back to the main point. Why? Um. Okay. So new channels coming up. Technically, it's not new. It's technically an old one. And if anyone can figure that out and figure out the clues to it, you got a hint on what I'm gonna technically do. It's a new project. I got some parts done when it comes to the first video of this channel being released. It's gonna involve certain characters from a certain thing and all that. You're gonna all see it soon. And yeah. Ooh. But yeah, that is the plan here. I am going to okay, that's cool. No, but C there. Then activate the effect to summon this card. But I can tell you one thing, and it's going to be that it involves what you're seeing now. for the first video. Not in general, but more of the concept. And for my free time, I have been okay. How okay, we gotta equip it with a monster. Anything that increases attack points. Dang. Doesn't really. Guess I'm doing that then. I have no choice. Okay. Crud. Oh, right, I don't have. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Oh, man. Okay. As long as they don't summon our monster, I'm good. Really? Okay, I'm thinning my deck enough to potentially get this card. Where is it? It's literally the one card I need. Great. Huh. 6 cards. But yeah, that's mainly it. Crud. Not good, not good. But yeah, that's mainly it. You can actually find some hints of it, of what I'm planning to do if you look around in the channel. All you gotta do is technically just look around for it. need to wait one more turn. But yeah, it's in the channel. It's technically around there. I think I may mention a bit before. I did look around. I did connect and put a link on the channel for it. So yeah. There's that. Other than that, nothing else really. Three turns. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's all I gotta really say about this. Nothing else to really mention or anything that really comes to mind. But yeah. That's all I gotta really say. Hopefully I can get the first video of that done soon. And yeah, that's just full thinking right there. So yeah, with this all said, hope you'll enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.